Hi everyone, today I want to make a video about hoping to inspire you to do some beautiful crafty projects that are relatively simple, either with your little ones or for them, or for your grandchildren, children, whatever it is, or your friends' children. I think it's such a magical time around this time of the year, and it's the perfect time to start maybe a new craft that you haven't done before, or just be creative in any type of sense of it. So something that you could do that's very, very simple, and I know it's already a bit late for it, but I just wanted to share it with you because I had no time to share it before I created it. But basically it's advent calendar, which I bought already ready. So this one comes from Hobbycraft. It's a crafting store here in UK, which would be like a Hobby Lobby equivalent, I guess. And you have 1 to 24 ready-made stockings. They're quite small. They're about this size, and they're great for small things. So you can fill them up, and you have a 2-meter rope, so it's quite long, and it's a loop on one side and the other side, so you can hang them somewhere, which in our case it's in the kitchen, so it works pretty well. And it's got mini pegs which hold these stockings in place from, you know, moving around the rope. So what I decided to do for this year, I wanted to have it quite crafty. So in some of them I put tiny little chocolates in there, but we're trying to avoid too much chocolate now anyway. So the concentration goes more into crafty type of things. So I bought a large set of washi tapes, which were quite affordable if you buy them in certain shops that have more affordable products. Then you can sort of, you know, buy loads of them and then separate them individually and just mix it up. Don't have obviously the same thing in a different color in 2 days next to each other, but just kind of separate them out a little. He personally loves washi at the moment, so he just kind of uses it to decorate his sketchbooks and things like that. And it's great for, he's 4 years old, so it's great for children to play around with things, but obviously keep an eye on it. You don't want to leave 2 small children alone with washi tape, but he just loves cutting it up into small pieces and placing it into his sketchbook and be quite creative that way. So I let him try different textures, different colors, and different things that he hasn't played around with yet. So that's a good idea. Now, the other thing that I used to fill up these stockings were miniature wooden Christmas toys, which are really, really tiny, and he has his own Christmas tree, like a really small one. It's about 50 centimeters in height, and so he can decorate it any way he wants. Although I have to say, he decorated the big Christmas tree this year all by himself. I literally didn't do a single thing. I just sat down, and he was so excited that he could do it this time himself, because last year he was too small for it. And he did help me last year, but this time he's so bossy. He's really gets into the whole thing, and he wants to do it in a certain way. And yeah, I just let him get on, and it was such a magical time to just sit back and watch your son, you know, do it for the first time all by himself. So that was great. Yeah. Where was I going with it? So those are the Christmas toys for his little separate Christmas tree. And then the final thing that I used was different cotton yarns. So I have a selection of about, I think about 10 of them altogether. Yeah, 10 of them, and they're different colors. So the idea is that he picks out one of them, we collect them, and in the end we're going to make a rainbow hat for him. Now rainbow, again, you need to know the color scheme of your child and whatever they like best. Try to go with that so that they would extra enjoy it. We're going with the rainbow because he loves rainbow this year, and he even requested for his birthday cake to be a rainbow cake, so we did that. And yeah, so that's why we're going to have a rainbow hat. It's going to kind of have loads of colors, so we've got another 5 to find in the stockings, and he's very excited every morning to see what's in that particular little mini sock, and because they're so small, it's just easy to fill them, really. Make sure the items are really small, because otherwise you might struggle to put them in there actually. Okay, so that's for this very simple, very easy project that you can do. You can just buy literally 3 different ideas or products that come in a large packet, and then just sort of swap them around, move them around the stockings, and that would be it, which is still really creative, because at the end of it we're going to make a nice rainbow hat and it will be fun. So I'm going to crochet it, just in case you wonder. So I'm going to use my favorite crochet hook, which is bent. I keep laughing about it every year because it's my first one, and when I was learning how to crochet, I was pulling so hard on the yarn that I would bend the head, but I like it so much that I don't want to try any different ones, although you know there's some pretty fun ones out there. Okay, so let's move to the next project. So the next project is I want to make a teddy with him. So you can buy these already kind of like a kit. So it's got everything in there. So you don't need to go individually source different things. So it's called Craft Kit Felt Vintage Teddy. Now this one I bought for £14.50, which is okay-ish, not too expensive, keeping in mind you'll have a lovely toy afterwards. And what you get in there is some stuffing, like you know, some cotton stuffing. Then you get the templates, which is great because you can keep that and you can make loads of other teddies, like, you know, for different coloring. You could create another friend for this teddy in a completely different color. Like, imagine you'd use turquoise colors or teal colors. One could be like a pink one, or even rainbow. You can do all sorts of things with it. Just keep the that's what I'm going to do anyway. I'm going to keep the templates, and that way create individual styles. All you need to do is just to go out there and buy different felt colors, which is very easy. So even though this cost you almost £15, in the end, you know, you can really stretch it because you're going to use this, and the other materials are really cheap to buy. So actually this would cost you a couple of pounds to buy, I guess, individually. So there's a scarf, which I don't fancy, so we're going to skip that. And there is a variety of colors here. However, I have my own individual taste, so I went ahead and I bought some fun colors. So these are the colors I went for. So for his nose, I want a nice glossy black. Hopefully you can see that. So that will look a lot better than whatever they have here. So the colors here are quite dull, in my opinion. So I'm going to decorate the teddy using these beautiful, gorgeous colors. And at the end we have a needle here, which I have a needle anyway. So yeah, everything that you need is in this kit. It's actually really cheap to do it yourself, but to buy it first time, to get a feel of it, you can totally do it yourself. The other thing that I want to individualize the teddy is the eyes, because here they propose eyes to be out of felt, and I don't think that it looks that great. So I bought different sets of eyes that I thought we can use. So there's these, which are really beautiful buttons. They have this beautiful like a royal blue type of a color, which I think would be really great with these colors here. Or otherwise there's buttons you can buy which look like eyes, but they stand out a little bit because of this bit here. And so I'm not sure whether I will like it. I want some flat eyes, so I might just use the buttons. And children love playing with buttons as well, so make sure you really stitch it on properly so it doesn't come off. So yeah, basically we're going to make that. Now, if I really will have some time, I could even create like a little sweater for him, or a different scarf. Now, scarf would be very easy to crochet, and so we could create a little scarf with some pom-poms, or we could create a pom-pom crown for the teddy. So you could create different like accessories so that the child could play like dressing the teddy up and all that. So you can take something like this which is all prepped for you, but you can decorate it and individualize it yourself really easily. So, and like I said, keep the template because you can make so many different ones. So these are pom-pom makers, which are the extra small ones, and I didn't have extra small. I have the other sizes, like, you know, bigger ones and the medium sizes, but this one seems quite small. So this is 20 millimeters, which is 2 centimeters, and 2.5 centimeters. So these would be very cute. And you can see, you can even create like wreaths. You can do so many different things. When I was at the shop, there's 2 other things I picked up, which I didn't see before, is this rotating yarn holder, which I think is fantastic because any time that I'm doing crochet, my roll of yarn just ends up on the floor. It ends up getting tangled and picking up, you know, dust and all that stuff. So I thought this is just a genius device. So what you do is you just simply stick your ball of yarn onto here like so. So you find the hole here, stick it there, and then find the wherever the yarn ends. Is it this one? Yeah. So, and then as you pull it, every time it will just you know, just rotate like this and come off the ball, because these bits rotate. So I thought that's a genius device. I really had to have it. So I got this one, and the other thing I got was a needle cushion, which I mean, I could not walk past this. It's a unicorn needle cushion, and it just looks so adorable. So basically it can stand up, and it's beautifully decorated unicorn. Look at these ears, they're so cute. So yeah, I had to have this little unicorn pin cushion, and that's it for today. So yeah, I hope this inspired you in one way or the other. All of these items, in case you want the exact ones, I bought them in John Lewis, their haberdashery area, which always has some really fancy things. They're a little bit more expensive than if you would go to Hobbycraft or something like that, but then you wouldn't find something like this in Hobbycraft. And if you like beautiful little things like this, then John Lewis is a great shop to check it out. Okay, so that is it. What is it? It's called Hobby Gift, so the brand must be Hobby Gift. There's nothing on the box here, so if you want to check them out. Okay, so thanks for watching, and I hope you're going to create some fun projects with your children. See you soon.